We always seem to start my road trip videos in the dark. That's a good thing. This is a surprise adventure. I'm just ready for everything. I'm excited to see what this is. I don't know what to say other than let's do this. Okay, so here's what I know. We're going north. We're going east. Wait, that's east. And I have a new pair of State Farm sunglasses that I'm very proud to be breaking in today. We are in Lake Mead National Recreation Area. We saw a bunch of palm trees that looked pretty lush, so we are not sure what's here, but obviously it's something. So we're gonna stop. Okay, so I think, if I'm correct, I think this is Rogers Spring. This is a place I've wanted to stop for quite a while, but have never stopped. So I'm pretty excited because I see water, I hear water. We're gonna go down and hopefully it's warm or hot, and it's great because nobody's here. Look at all the fishies. So clear. It's so clear. Look at this guy. Look at him. Hello. Wow. It's slimy. Good. Woo. Very slippery. Oh, I need my water, please. I gotta get the water. I'm gonna walk along here. We gotta do it. Went back to the car to get my water shoes. And we saw this cave up there, which looks really, really cool. So before we go in the water in the spring, we're gonna see what's in the cave. Caves and springs. We made it up to the cave. Not very deep, but super cool. The view down to the springs. And if you look this way, see, the spring, I guess, continues along where the pretty palm trees are. I'm ready, we are prepared. You can smell the sulfur in the water. So you know it's good for your skin. Don't know how deep this is, so. I just walked into a spider web. I didn't think about that. I recommend it. We saw a sign that said Blue Point Spring, and then we saw all these like palm trees, which is always an indicator that you're near water. So we had to stop. It's only about 2 miles from, I'd say probably 2 miles from Rogers Spring. Well, we found a spring. It's not exactly one you'd sit in because all of this, but check this out. Isn't this cool? It's like the palm trees have almost created a shelter around the spring, like just naturally. We're just following all the green to try and figure out where this spring starts. I mean, this kind of looks promising. We found it. We found the source. This is where the water comes out of the ground and starts to flow. Pretty much just follow the tree line. This is the point in our adventure where we jump on a dirt road and go. Welcome to Stewart's Point. Really surprised there's actually a lot out here if you look carefully. It's a bunch of like little homes. I don't know if rangers live here, but it's really beautiful. This part of the lake, super wide, really still, really calm. We're gonna go down there. I like when paths are lined with rocks. It makes it more charming, more fairy tale. It's actually pretty warm. The question becomes, oh, there's some duckies. Do we stay here because we kind of trespassed? Well, we've decided that we are just going to drop the kayaks. There's a million places to drop them. So we're just gonna pick one that's easily accessible, because when you have an inflatable kayak, or any kayak for that matter, it's a little heavy. If you don't have a truck or whatever to carry a kayak, I highly, 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 highly recommend on Amazon, just type in inflatable kayak, and they have these they're like green and blue, about 70 bucks. They come with the pump, the oar, a seat, the kayak, a bag to carry them in, and they're like 70 bucks. You could throw them, I throw them in my Mustang. I keep them there year round. So highly recommend if you want to go kayaking. You don't need a big expensive kayak and you don't need a truck to carry it. You just need to go on Amazon and buy one. They are the greatest invention ever. So get yourself an inflatable kayak. We are going to pump these things up, take them down. Also, if you get yourself a kayak, I recommend getting one of these. It's a dry bag if you want to take sandwiches, your water, your phone, your keys, all that out on the lake. You just get it, put your stuff in, turn it, clip it, keeps everything dry. I got it at Walmart for like $6, super cheap. So you can actually go on a pretty awesome adventure for not that much money. And we're in. So calm. We're going to go see if we can find cool coves. Welcome to this island or peninsula. It might be peninsula. We saw this like cool teal thing at the top. We don't know what it is. Don't know if it's put here by NPS or some kind of like boat signal, but we pulled our boats all the way over here to check what it is. So we paddle, now we climb. We haven't gotten to the teal thing yet, but look at this. Big. That chain is like, that's a big, for a big boat or something. I mean, it's huge. It's so heavy. You're like, what the heck? The lake is so far away. I guess it proves how low the water level went. Because if this is stuck here, that means the water level used to be higher than this or around here. Walking along a ridge here. It's kind of cool. To the right, beautiful lake. To the left, desert. We made it. We didn't know what we were looking for, but we found it. We found 19. After 38 years, 19 has been found. Yes! Oh yeah, that feels great. We had a great time kayaking. It was fantastic. The water was cool. The weather temperature was perfect. It was still, it was amazing. Stewart's Point is great. So I highly recommend it. Easy to get to, big wide space, tons of it. It's a space that you wouldn't run into. Tons of people, even if there are a lot of people there, it's spread out. Now we are going to continue on to Overton, which I've never been to other than Valley of Fire, and going to see what's in Overton, Nevada. Guess what? We walked into a restaurant called Sugars, and we could walk in, and we're walking to a booth. This is the first time we've done this in like 2 months. We get to sit at the restaurant and eat food. It's amazing. Such a novelty. Hey. I'm so happy. This is the first restaurant we're at in 2 months. We are so excited to be here.
Well, we're glad we're your first.
Yeah.
What can I get for you to drink?
Water with lemon, please. Okay. Out of lunch, and we're driving around the town of Overton to see what there is. And we found a yard sale. So we're totally gonna check the yard sale. It is very, very hot. I love yard sales. You see that garbage bag right there? That garbage bag is full of 19 dresses and one little like blazer I got. They were $1 a piece. That was the best yard sale I've been to in my life in Overton. And we're not even talking about like crappy clothes. We're talking about Michael Kors, Ann Taylor, like some Diane von Furstenberg. I got some designer stuff for $1 a piece. So for less than $20, I just got a whole new wardrobe in Overton. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode. I hope it was fun for you. I hope you learned some good places to go. Check out Overton. In fact, check out any little town that you might think is nothing, because it actually might be something. We discovered an amazing restaurant, a fun little town, and I got a whole new wardrobe for 20 bucks. That's the other tip. If you see a yard sale, stop. Just make sure to have a little bit of cash on you so that you too can have a new wardrobe. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, dislike if you didn't like. It's a lot of likes in one sentence. And hey, if there are any places you think I should check out that you're curious about, you want to know about, I would love to hear from you. Just email me, kimberly@kimberlyfaith.net, and hopefully I'll hear from you and we'll go on some more adventures together. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you on the next Destination Found.